Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. As you guys know, it's your girl Craving Cowboys. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me this evening. Hopefully, it won't be too long of a show. As you guys know, a lot of news has come out. As you guys know, today was roster cut day. We saw a lot of guys leave. The Cowboys, a lot of guys. Who we kind of have an idea of who was going to stay around. We saw those guys make the roster as well. So, we're going to talk a little bit about that. We know CeeDee got paid, of course. Number one wide receiver is finally back in the building. Going to be in the building tonight for practice and also tomorrow as well. The boys actually. I'm not exactly sure when practice begins, but I think it's either now or starting within the next 30 minutes. And also, practice tomorrow as well. So, finally, going to go through that ramp up period McCarthy kind of spoke about. And hopefully get back, working with the guys, getting the chemistry. He's been working with the guys, working in the Dak yard with Dak as well. Over this whole off season, but to finally be able to be back with the team, I know he's feeling good. I know we're feeling good. As Cowboy Nation, just wanting to see him sign this whole time. It's finally good to just see him back in the building. And speaking of being in the building, thank you to everybody that's joining me. JBB Boy, of course, Toxic Splendor Poppy, Bella in the building, Kelvin Hicks, of course. My girl Nisi, what's up, sis? How you doing? Keystone, always in the building as well, showing support. Really appreciate you guys. Like I said, I hope it won't be too long of a show. Just want to get some main topics in, and then we'll kind of duck out. As you guys know, I want to be able to catch the final word. I know they're going to be giving some details about practice tonight. I know my girl Star's going to be coming through. I know I definitely trust her voice, trust her eyes being at camp. Of course, shout out to Boss Cowboy Sports Law Nation, who's going to be there. I believe Jazz Monet is going to be joining them this evening, I believe he says. So definitely looking forward to that. So I'm not going to, hold you guys for too long. I know you guys will be jumping in there as well. So, we're just going to go ahead and jump right in. Actually, before we do, make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the share button, of course, as you guys seen on the way in. Hit the cash up as well. I think this is, let me see if I have it still up here. No, actually, I do have it. Shout out to everybody who has donated to my channel. Within the past few weeks, as you guys know, I went out to training camp, and just shout out to everybody who just show support. Not just through Cash App, but those you guys who have liked, shared, subscribed. Shout out to all my new subscribers. Speaking of sharing, if you guys could, please, whether you're watching now during my live or watching on the rewatch, please just share this content. I'm just 15 subscribers away from 500. Really trying to hit that goal before the season starts within the next week or so. Maybe before our first game, kind of give me a few extra days, to kind of get to 500. So if you guys could just really help me out, I'm steadily growing day by day, but I would really love to hit that 500 mark before the season starts. That would just be really a huge milestone for me. So really appreciate everybody just showing the support. Like everybody on this list, JBB Boy, of course, Nisi, Eastside Hero, shout out to you as well. Bruce got the Toxic Juice, Melvin Rankin, Eric Hunter, Julius, Bieber, Dwayne Brown, Stephen Carroll, just all my all my day ones, if you will. And of course, everybody else that joins me on the repeat, on the rewatch. Just everybody who, just like I said, who's just shown support. Share my content, like my content. I really do appreciate it. My second year going and making content, I just want to really be able to step up my game in some sort of way and bring you guys great content like I was able to do out in training camp, and hopefully going forward as well. I don't want to give away too much, but I'm actually going to be able to go to my first home game this season. I'm not going to reveal which game just yet, but I have bought the ticket. Now I just gotta buy the plane ticket. Get the everything going from there. Get the room and things like that. But I'm definitely going to be in the building for one of these home games this season. Definitely can't wait. I've been to a couple of away games. If you guys have followed me long enough, went to 2 games last year. Carolina and a 49er game. Of course, we won the Carolina loss, out in San Fran, unfortunately. But hopefully, we'll turn that around this year. But yeah, so and I'm actually going to another game this season as well, an away game for the Cowboys. But as you guys know, we actually played Washington. Thank goodness for me, at least anyway. But we actually played Washington in Washington earlier this season. So I said, I'm definitely going to jump on that. Definitely got to be in the building. Of course, Dan Quinn now being the new head coach. And it's crazy because you guys know, I'm on the East Coast. So, and I live in the DMV area. So, it's pretty much Washington and everything. So I'm able to kind of catch some of the commanders, some of the news, some of the updates through the news channel. Through Channel News 4 when they do have it on. You're just seeing some interviews here and there, seeing Biotish, as you guys know, the Irish went to Washington as well. So just seeing little updates here and there. I'm excited. They said their training camp, was I think sold out this past. I think it was sold out either this year or last season when they first, changed over ownership and things like that. But yeah, training camp was sold out. Dak on Filthy in the building. What's up? Very good to see you. Very good to see you. Yeah, so yeah, definitely excited about that game as well. Washington is gonna be really riled up, this season. So I'm excited to be in there. But like I said, excited to be in my first home game. I'm definitely going to reveal that to you guys, as we keep going down the season. But as I just go ahead and jump right into it, angry Cowboys fan, what's up? What's up, fam? I meant to hit you up today. We're going to do a collab before the season starts, man. I got a couple collabs in mind. I really want to do. Like I said, I meant to hit you in the DMs today, but work has been crazy this past week for you guys. I wanted to do a show on Sunday, but I had to prepare for work. Had to get some rest. And just to be honest with you, I didn't want to do like a video and then turn right around. On the preseason game, and then turn right around and do. I knew I was going to do a video for roster cuts. So I said, let me just kind of group it into one. I'm saying, I got off a little bit earlier today. Yesterday was a nightmare as far as work. If you guys will follow me, I'm a mail carrier. And right now we have like something like a mail, something called a mail count going on. It's pretty much like an audit of our entire office. So it's just taking a little bit longer for me to get off work. So, but once that's just for the next week or so. So once that's done, I'll definitely have more videos. Want to try to put together a video before the end of this week, for my channel. So I'm trying to get that out to you guys. All the player interviews I did during camp. Let's see if I can put that together for you guys. Kind of clip that together for you guys, and then kind of put it out this weekend. So. Let's see. Yeah, JD says Rico Dowdle is officially on the 53-man roster. Yes, and that's actually going to be included in my player interview. I haven't released it yet, but I actually was able to get a couple of seconds of Rico Dowdle's time. Was able just to talk to him, for a little bit. Definitely happy he's on the squad. As we kind of jump into the news here. As you guys know, roster cuts for today. Let me go ahead and bring this up while I'm talking about it. But these flies out here, y'all, are terrible. Keystone says Steelers is my trap game, and yeah, for real. I mean, and even before that, I think we faced the Ravens before that. Browns week 1. It's crazy that they, and I just kind of facing the AFC North. I knew it was going to be kind of like a tough division to play. Of course, tough defenses, tough team all around. Tough coaches. I mean, Tomlin has been around for a grip. I definitely respect him. Love Tomlin. One of the first coaches I really, just really kind of respected when I first started watching football. Seeing his longevity, in the league, number one, and of course being a black coach, I love that. I love the fact that number one, he's had longevity. His franchise trusts him, and even now this past offseason, like not saying that, and I would never go to the Steelers side because we know that the rivalry, having the same amount of rings as the Cowboys, things like that. I would never change over, but. Like I said, definitely respect Tomlin. I love how he coaches his players up. He has that discipline factor about him as well. And then even we every now and then we hear those stories out of camp, right? He doesn't let us play music, or it's tough, or he's strict, this, that, and the third. But I mean, you see these guys even when they have close to losing records, even just last season, they were close. I think they either were just close to getting into the playoffs, or they got to the playoffs and they were bounced out for the first round. But even just being, I had to remove this, my face was kind of covered up, y'all. But even just being, just the team they are, and just him being able to coach up that team constantly every year, like I said, having the trust of the ownership, I just love that. And as a Cowboys fan, I envy that. You know what I mean? Like, ownership having trust of the coach, number one. And just it seems like smooth sailing over there. And although they may not always have the perfect situations, they wanted. I think his name is Kenny Pickett. Kenny Pickett, the one they drafted, who ended up not being a great quarterback, where they ended up, I think, losing to I think he ended up going to the Bears or something like that, some other team or whatever. And I think when they first got their wide receiver, I forget his name right now, but he wasn't big his first year, but now he's starting to come along. I think his name is George. I forget his last name right now, but and now he's starting to turn. He had a good preseason, I was able to see a big bomb catch, as one of the highlights, as one of their preseason games. I just love, what Tomlin does over there, and like I said, I think that's going to be a tough game. Like I said, he coaches the team up tough. I believe he's a defensive coach. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not 100% sure, but I think he's a defensive-minded coach. So I just, that team is definitely going to be tough to face, as well as the rest of the division. You see, Nisha says opening day, all Dallas content creators watch party, make it happen. That was actually would be pretty dope. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure if they watch it. If you mean Thursday night football or even this Sunday game, that would be pretty dope. You know, if everybody would just hop on. Okay, yeah, okay. ACF says whenever convenient. All right, Ben, I'm gonna hit you up. I'm gonna hit you up. Let me see. JB says I'm happy for them as well. One of the teams on the schedule scare me. Oh, I see you looking. Says none of the teams scare me. Okay, okay, it's pretty confident. I wouldn't say I'm scared, but definitely some teams I'm definitely looking at like side eye. Like we definitely got to be careful. See, Nisha says it's probably not that great over there, but they don't tell it all to the media either. Yeah, that's true. I mean, you definitely don't see. You definitely don't hear a lot about. You don't hear a lot about other franchises like you hear about the Cowboys. Dak on 50 says, yeah, Pickett is in. Oh, he's in Philly. Oh, I don't know why I thought he was on the Bears. I don't know why I thought that. Oh wow, he's in Philly. I didn't expect that. Hey, what's up, Dwayne Brown? Definitely happy to see you. What's up? I don't think I haven't seen you in a while. Yeah, George Pickens. Okay, okay, yeah, that's his name. Yeah, yeah. He didn't have a a popping first year, but he's still making those plays, and I think he's definitely going to be tough to cover. So yeah, I think I've gone over everybody's comments. So let me actually bring up my I have my bookmarks up here. I think we're talking about. Let me see. Actually, I'm just going to order my bookmarks. Of course, Dalvin Cook. The Cowboys decided to bring him in, give him a phone call, bring him in for a workout. Which I mean, if you guys follow me on Twitter, I'm not exactly crazy about this. I mean, Dalvin Cook. I've seen comparisons to. I've seen people compare him to Tony Pollard. As far as his quickness in the backfield and be able to kind of squeeze through tackles. I respect that comparison. But also at the same time, it's like. I think he was hurt. I think this past season or a couple of years ago, he missed some games and not. I think I forget who I was. I think I was talking to one-handed bandit on Twitter. Just kind of talking about the health factor between him and Zeke, and if we were to kind of bring him in, and I'm like, well, I think they got hurt, somewhere around the same time. Zeke, that's kind of difference for me. Like kind of Zeke plays. Zeke does get hurt, what I'm saying, but he plays through injury. That's the difference for me. Like, Dalvin Cook, he missed a few games, but Zeke just had that knee bruise. I think it was a knee bruise that he got in the Lions game a couple years ago in 2022. So, and he did play through that, but eventually he ended up having to sit out. Tony Pollard had to step up, I believe, versus I think versus the Saints that year. So, I don't know. Like, as far as them bringing in Dalvin Cook, I'm not upset about it. I don't know because number one, like we just saw the roster cuts come out today. We see who made the team: Zeke, Rico, and you shot the Deuce Vaughn. Very happy he made the team. Very happy because I think he definitely proved enough. He's shown enough. He showed more than any other running back on the field, in my opinion, in preseason. And even if so, like everything we've seen, just in my opinion, that we've seen from the running backs in preseason, it didn't really impress me. And then what we did see, nothing stood out. And Royce Freeman, Snoop Connor, no one really jumped off the page for me, except for Deuce Vaughn. So, like I said, I'm very happy to see him make the team. I think he earned enough. I think there was one press conference I seen that Mike McCarthy gave within the past week or so, and Brad Sham asked the question saying, do you think Deuce has to do more on special teams, to be able to find room on this roster? And Mike McCarthy came back and said, hey, I think he's done enough, carrying the ball to earn a spot on this team. As we see, he's made the team, and I'm glad to see. And shout out to my girl Star, stays on these guys next. I'm not gonna lie, I love how she stands 10 toes down. I saw her tweet earlier about a particular someone saying that the Cowboys were going to go with Malik Davis, and that had me nervous. Like, I mean, as you guys know, if you follow me, I was a Malik Davis fan when I went to camp out there, and I was saying he was playing hard, he was taking advantage of his opportunity, but when it got to the preseason, it just seemed like he wasn't showing. I don't know. He had the opportunity. The first preseason game, he had monster opportunity. He was able to go out there, had the snaps. I think he had 18 reps carrying the ball. And actually no, at least eight reps carrying the ball, but only had 18 yards. And it's like, that's albeit the offensive line was going through things and things like that, but it's just no one else really. I mean, second half, we saw Snoop Connor, we saw Royce Freeman kind of come in too, but in my opinion, no one really got the opportunity that Malik Davis got because I think McCarthy and maybe the coaching staff, I don't know who in particular, but I think they were just kind of giving him an extra opportunity because he has been here for a couple of years and maybe didn't get the full opportunity of being behind Tony Pollard, being behind Zeke Elliott when he was here prior to leaving. So that's what I thought. I thought they were just giving him an extra boost, an extra chance in camp. Like, okay, hey, even going back to the playoff game, we didn't give you a fair shake. Even though we had you activated, they had him activated. Tony Pollard goes down, and they didn't utilize Zeke, to his full potential in that game, and then of course didn't really didn't see any. I don't think we saw any Malik Davis, if that, maybe very minimal or if at all in that playoff game versus the Niners. So that was that sucks. And it's like, you don't know what you have in this guy, number one, and that's understandable, but it's a playoff game. You gotta throw anything and everything at the wall to see what can help. You never know, you know what I'm saying? So it's just unfortunate that he, you know, kind of like similar to Moreno Crawford, having a great camp, but it's like, what can you show on the field when you get to the moments? Same with Eric Scott, unfortunately, who was cut as well, which was a surprise to me. Same with Viliami Fuhoko. You guys know was definitely a guy of mine. I was definitely rooting for him. Definitely surprised to see, like I said, to see these draft picks cut. I mean, could be reason enough. Maybe they're too much of Dan Quinn's guys for Zimmer to be. Zimmer may have been like, hey, I want to go these guys, or I'm more familiar with these guys that I brought in. I mean, we brought in a ton of linebackers, brought in a defensive back from Minnesota. So maybe maybe he just feels more comfortable with the guys that he brought in. But yeah, I'm definitely surprised at them cutting draft picks. And I saw Star tweet earlier as well saying that that they're not necessarily looking at your draft stock. I mean, let me see if I can bring up this list. I'll bring that over a little bit. This is just the Stephen White, what's up, fam? How you doing? Good to see you. This is just a list of cuts. As you guys know, they released yesterday and today. Some of my surprise guys, Willie Harvey. Let me see. Willie Harvey, like I said, I was out there at camp just for a little bit, not too long, but he had a great camp, was showing awareness on the field. Had a couple plays in preseason, and honestly, they were kind of, they were both, I think, almost plays. I think both times he, almost got the interception. You know what I mean? And sometimes that can matter, especially with a stacked room like the linebacker room. And like I said, we brought a ton of guys in here, guys like Darius Harris, Nick Vigil, who I'm surprised, being a Zimmer guy, I'm surprised he was cut as well. They said he was doing pretty well on special teams. So, this list is what Damian Wilson. He was a veteran guy, but not really sure how high. I thought God, shout out to Buddy Johnson. He made the team, but I thought, they were saying, Willie Harvey and Buddy Johnson were pretty much neck and neck. So maybe it came down to a numbers game. Maybe it just came down to, maybe another position that they maybe wouldn't help, like tight end, which we'll definitely get into if you got, you guys definitely saw the thumbnail. But yeah, so, like I said, some of these are surprises. Some of them are, big surprises. But like I said, I'm not necessarily surprised that they cut Fehoko and Scott, but surprised because they do have draft stock. But at the same time, I think I tweeted this last night, or I think I was in Star's chat where they were mentioning him possibly not making the team, and it's like, well, I think maybe I don't think they're necessarily afraid of other squads, going after them. You know what I mean? Like I don't think you're going to see other teams go out there and Scott or Viliami Fehoko, but of course, we had Deron Blango down, so you know, there's been rumors about maybe going after Patrick Peterson, someone who's worked under Zimmer, which is a whole possibility. We've seen Zimmer constantly bringing in guys who are familiar with him. Hey, Jamison Taylor, what's up, fam? Definitely happy to see you. But with Scott being here for a year, having 2 off seasons underneath his belt, they could put my train of thought was that maybe they could possibly bring him back. Just because he's had a couple off seasons with the Cowboys, familiarity with with the secondary, and he played decent for us. He didn't jump off the page, of course, but being like I said, being that he has familiarity, maybe down the stretch, or maybe practice squad. If other free agent aspects don't pan out, maybe they can think about bringing back Eric Scott because of his familiarity with the Cowboys. Let's see what you guys are saying. Don't mind me, I got a little drink this evening. It's my day off tomorrow, so I do have a little drink with me. Yes, JB. I am definitely surprised about Justin Rogers. Like, and I don't know, and of course, I'm sure it has something to do with them bringing in Limbaugh, Joseph, and Jordan Phillips. But Rogers was really coming along in this preseason game. Especially, I mean, in my opinion, this very last preseason game, and of course throughout the preseason in general, and getting better in camp as time was going on. But I will say early on in camp when I was out there myself, that's my dog. One second. But yeah, I was definitely surprised because I mean he definitely improved. I feel like this past game, him and Daxon, definitely improved along as time has gone on. But we saw Rogers more in the backfield, making stops at the line of scrimmage. And shout out to I believe it was Huggins as well. He got cut, but we saw him making some plays in this last piece of the game as well. Which was good to see. Good to see these guys still have that burst of the line, still have that physicality that they're showing. Hey, shout out to Amp. What's up? What's up, fam? I'm gonna hit you up too. I was just talking to Angry Cowboy fan earlier about hitting him up for a collab. We definitely gonna do a collab before the season starts. I'm gonna hit you in the inbox before the week is out. Definitely that. Let me see. JV said Keystone, he's a rookie. Yeah, that's definitely true. And he's still pretty young, still coming along, so he may not be. I think some of these guys that were cut, were guys that they may not have been necessarily afraid of losing to other squads. Honestly, just in my opinion. And let me see. Keystone says, "Oh, what's up, King G? How you doing, fam? Yeah, I hope he clears waivers as well too. Like I said, and Daxton's going to be here. I mean, I think being under the international rule, being an international player, I think he has of course he has an extra roster spot. But yeah, I definitely think Rogers needs to come back. That we can bring him back, develop him right along with Mozzie. They already have that kind of chemistry going. You know what I mean? And Daxton as well. I think that can be just foundational wise, this year is definitely great, like foundation wise. But as time goes on, these guys are going to work together. You know, just build that chemistry with each other, and just be able to play off each other as well, and just having that chemistry going forward. I think that can build a lot. Maybe I know, but we heard nothing of him, and we upgraded. Yeah, we did upgrade. Yeah, and I mean, like I said, Rogers wasn't making huge, leaps and bounds. Like I said, when I was out there, I think I think he needs to show a little bit more toughness. Like it seemed like when he was kind of getting off the ball, it was like he was hitting a wall. He like whether he was going up against, let me see, I think that when I seen them doing DE drills, I think him going up against Mozzie, or him going up, not DE drills, I'm sorry, DT drills, going up against Mozzie, or going up against other guys in that room. It just seems like he would kind of stop, and his momentum would just really just stop really at the line, and he just wasn't getting any power going forward. So, but I think that, like I said, I think that definitely improved, in the preseason games going forward. Just maybe just not quick enough. You know what I mean? Let me see. Yeah, Keith says I wouldn't mind him back. Yeah. Me either. No lie, I heard several times he looked a little better than Mozzie. So we gonna see. Yeah, we're definitely gonna see. Yeah, Mozzie definitely here because of draft stock and name, not namesake wise, but Mozzie. We definitely invested in Mozzie, and I think they're gonna bring Rogers back. I really, I think he's gonna be one of those practice squad guys because, like I said, just his development just in his preseason alone, I think that can be good for him. But let me go, and as we go down the list of running backs, like I said, like I mentioned earlier, Malik Davis cut, Royce Freeman, Snoop Connor, and Nathaniel Pete. I've definitely tweeted out, a couple times within this past week that I hope that Daniel Pete can come back as a practice squad staff because I love the way he ran. I love the burst he had. We definitely, in my opinion, just didn't see him enough. Clearly, I mean, we know the room that we had. I think if we just had like a room like a Deuce Vaughn, playing in preseason. We have Nathaniel Pete. And even if having a Malik Davis, I think Nathaniel Pete definitely could have stood out from that group because not necessarily. Hey, Daywalker Ron, what's up? What's up? I was just talking about. I don't know if you. Hey, I was just talking about being a mail carrier earlier, y'all. And Daywalker Vaughn is actually a carrier as well. If I know it's been a while since we spoke, Daywalker, but shout out to another fellow mail carrier. Definitely not an easy job. I'm actually going through. I don't know if you are a Daywalker, but and I'm going through a mail count right now in my office. So the past week has just been, tough. Slow, long days at work. It's never easy going through those things. But just one more week. You know what I'm saying? And let me see. Keystone said, check your cash app. I got a message. Let me see. Let me check Keystone. Oh, wow. What's up? All right. Shout out to you. We really appreciate you, Keystone. Yeah, I know. Yeah, he says, well, let's go over Julius is nasty work. And I saw, shout out to Big Game James. I saw that tweet he put out earlier, and it is so true. It is seriously just gross negligence on the Cowboys. And I gotta bring up, I gotta be full screen when I say this because I mean we know how the politics are with the Cowboys, and it's just so unfortunate. And not saying we saw this coming, but we talked about that. We didn't want this to be another Isaiah Land situation, right? We know that last year we had Isaiah Land, defensive end, end up being picked up by, and not just Isaiah Land. We see other guys for other squads. Devin Harper we lost to the Bengals, I believe. Of course, we know Ridgeway went to Washington. Just saw a clip of him playing the other day. Oh my gosh, just crazy. Straight. He looked like just the clip I saw of Phillips. His lateral movement at the line. Ridgeway. I mean, he played nasty his rookie year, so it was only a matter of time before he got even nastier. You know what I'm saying? So, what's up, Big Time? What's up, Big Time? Very happy to see you as well. Yeah, Dave Walker said he just getting off. Yeah, man, I got up not too long ago too. I'm really just getting in the door like about an hour ago. Like, yeah, these long, especially in this heat. I'm glad the heat is gonna start letting up, within the next week or so. But this heat doesn't play around, man. Yeah, yeah, and Ball too. And shout out to Josh Ball. I think he definitely improved. I saw what Star was talking about. Like his play has definitely improved. I saw him. They had him more at guard, of course. And he seemed a little bit more calm. Didn't seem as erratic. I mean, we saw how well Let's Go was the tackle. Like that's just an accident waiting to happen. And even and not even just thinking about Dak, but even seeing Trey Lance out there scramble, running for his life at times, it's like, bro. And then on the other side of that, it's like, bro, you can't go a play, you can't go a series without committing the penalty. Like the first place you're grabbing is at the guy's face mask. Like several times you see him just going for the guy's face. It's like, bro, like you have like no control. You know what I mean? It's just like it's just messy. Like he just looks messy, and it's like over a few, over years time. And I'm surprised. I didn't know he was a third year guy. I thought he was here 4 or 5 years, and they just just been holding on to him. He's only and so I give him that grace. I guess what I'm saying. I mean, third-year player, we expect guys to start developing in our third year, fourth year going forward. So I'm gonna grant him that little bit of patience. But right now, the way, yeah, well, let's go with the son. Julius is a bastard. Shout out to Boss Cowboy. If you guys know that reference. If you know, you know. Oh, Daywalker says Bohanna got cut today. Ooh, and I like that. I like that. And also shout out to also seen that Neville Gallimore, who we had before. He got cut today by the Dolphins as well. So I mean, interesting. I mean, I know these guys were here when we had Dan Quinn, but so I'm not sure how Zim feels about going after the guys we had before. But I mean, Big Bo, he's a big body. Gallimore, I mean, maybe a year in another facility, maybe could do, maybe did him better. I mean, you never know. So I'm saying, yeah, Nisi, yeah, the favoritism needs to stop like now because you're literally playing with these quarterbacks' lives. Like, I mean, like the dog. I mean, I don't. It's crazy the way that Trey was scrambling out there, the way that we could potentially see Dak scrambling out there. We don't need that. So, prayers for Chuma. Hopefully, he comes back soon. We don't need him to be gone too long. And that's crazy. I mean, we never thought. I mean, I thought I'd never be sitting here saying, I hope Chuma comes back soon. You know what I'm saying? Because we know we have Guyton, but y'all, we gotta for us to have to hope for Chuma to come back. You know what I'm saying, soon and stay healthy. Like, and mind you, Chuma had the brain fart last year against Miami and forgot to block for Dak. You know what I'm saying? And I seen that in the preseason game too. I saw that, I believe, from Let's Go, and I believe, unfortunately, from Austin Richards, only a couple times, maybe even one time, maybe two times, but we can't have those. We can't have those brain farts where where you forget to block, because that could be the one play that knock on wood, we saw, I think a couple years, I think it was a couple years ago where Dak's finger got broken. You know what I'm saying? Where, even just those plays where, and it could be a freak accident hitting a player's helmet. That doesn't happen every play. So it's, you know what I'm saying? It's just, we gotta, we have to prevent that before it can happen. You know what I mean? Putting experienced guys out there. So let me keep going over these roster cuts right here. Let me go to the and shout out to Dakota Sheffield. He had a really good third preseason game, and I love the way he was playing out there. Showed some intensity, finishing off blocks. You know what I'm saying? Getting to the second level as well. I love how he played out there. I think he had a really good game. And I think he had a maybe, shout out to Brock Hoffman. I don't know if maybe he was kind of just having a low game because he already felt like he lost the competition, and maybe he was kind of maybe like kind of sulking, or maybe just kind of going through the motions. But Shepley had a really good game. Of course, we move on to the wide receivers. Cam Johnson, Kelvin Harmon. These guys are going to be waived. You see, yeah, Quentin Bohanna, yeah. Keith said Siaka Ika too got cut. I gotta look him up. I'm not familiar with him. Is that the guy who got cut? I seen there was a defensive tackle cut from the Browns. Is that who you're talking about? I don't think I caught his name. But yeah, guys like Tyron Billy Johnson, Racing McMath, guys who had, really great camps, but, just couldn't cut it onto the final team. And we already carried 6 wide receivers, so we were already deep in the wide receiver room, and we already had an idea of, who our 6 receivers were going to be. So I'm sure these guys will come back on the practice squad. Tyron Billy Johnson, Racing McMath were on the practice squad last season, and David Durden as well. Unfortunately, I think his injury, kind of came back to bite him a little bit. I'm saying kind of came, at the wrong time. I think they said he was back to working on chords. I think the last couple preseason games. Well, unfortunately, he didn't, get a chance to really show what he could contribute. Oh, okay, all right, good. Okay, just want to make sure I was make sure I was right on that for the that defensive tackle cut by the Browns. And big time, you say you from Memphis? Okay, my dad he's from Knoxville. My grandmother my pops got family down in Tennessee. He's from Knoxville. Hey, shout out to you, big time. Yeah, other tight ends, actually, I'll go ahead and get their thumbnails. You guys know tight ends, being one of my favorite groups, on this team. Very, very happy to see that, they held on to all of our tight ends pretty much. Shout out to Peyton Hendershot. They were able to get him a traded to the Chiefs, which I'm really surprised about. Isn't that crazy? It seems like all of our guys that we get cut for the other teams who do really well. Like I said earlier, Harper going to the Bengals. Now Kelvin Joseph, he went to the Chiefs, tried out. He did end up getting cut. He went to the Chiefs for a little bit now. Hendershot is getting an opportunity to go to the Chiefs, and that's an opportunity. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm sure he didn't see that coming. At first he was about to be waived, by the Cowboys. So that's what I like about the Cowboys, that they, number one, of course, we know they got a conditional 2026, 7th round pick for him. If he's on the, I think he has to be on the roster spot for 3 games or 5 games, so for us to be able to get that pick. But like I said, I do like that the Cowboys found something that was beneficial for not only the Cowboys, of course, but also beneficial for Hendershot as well. I mean, to be able to go to the Chiefs and to be, to be tight end too, potentially, because I don't know the tight ends that are on that. And granted, I don't keep up with the Chiefs like that, so I could be wrong for not knowing them over there. But Pat Mahomes, with the Super Bowl with tight ends who we weren't familiar with, or who I wasn't familiar with. I speak for me, who I wasn't familiar with. I didn't know their names, outside of Travis Kelce. So to be able to have the opportunity to be able to go over there and be second to Travis Kelce. I mean, and you have game reps, you have, that run that he had with Ferguson, and that's really what got his name out there. You know what I mean? And for the Cowboys to be able to trade, like I tweeted earlier, to be able to trade a conditional 7th round pick for an undrafted free agent. I mean, look, what I'm saying? Not saying, and like I said, I don't think it's a fleece, but that's definitely, I think the Cowboys definitely came out on top with that. But also, if Hendershot can capitalize on his opportunity, especially on the Chiefs, because you're going to get the opportunity. You're going to get that chance. Pacheco got the chance. The other tight ends who went to the Super Bowl with Mahomes, with that team, with Reed, they had a chance. Those guys got a ring. You feel me? Kadarius Toney, who just got cut. he had a chance. You feel me? He got a ring, but he just got cut. You know what I'm saying? So even if so, you do get a chance. Going to the Chiefs is pure opportunity. You know what I'm saying? It's pure upside for Henderson. So I love that for him. Like I said, I love that they just didn't leave him hanging out to dry. You know, leaving them hanging out to dry. You know what I mean? And see, he said Flo just stood out too much. Let me know who he said Flo. Carnes and Silla, the Mound. I'm from West Mound, Dwayne. Let me see. Nisha said they do well because the pressure is off them. Cowboys players are treated differently in the media. Yeah, facts. Absolute fact. Hey, yeah, Lyle Collins, he went to the Bengals as well. So, yeah, exactly, big time. I mean, he gets a chance to go to the Super Bowl. I mean, come on. Or at least the championship. You know what I'm saying? So, that definitely works out for him. Like I said, them being able to keep all four tight ends, definitely happy about that. I think Brevin Stanford, excuse me, John Stevens Jr. definitely have to work on some of their blocking. I saw a lot that they could, potentially improve on going into the season. I mean, we saw that big block that Brevin Stanford, was when he was out in front of Trey Lance for him to get that touchdown run, right? I mean, that was huge. And I saw, some good blocks from John Stevens Jr. as well. I did see a couple times where he did whiff on a couple blocks as well that did get Trey Lance, I think, either sacked or got the running back sacked. And then we saw John Stevens, unfortunately, with the fumble. That was just, I ain't gonna say heartbreaking. 'Cause I just already had a feeling we all had a feeling he was gonna be on the team. But you hate to see that. You hate to see a fumble, especially after a big pass. You know what I'm saying? Especially a big moment in the game. So yeah, Henderson is gonna play a lot. Yeah, yeah. Andy Reid knows how to even those tight ends. When even watching the Super Bowl for me, seeing those tight ends, I'm like, who's this guy? Who's this guy? But you saw them plenty of times on the field, so he's definitely gonna have that opportunity. Definitely that. Yeah, and I don't see that. I don't see that needs to. Yeah, Noah Brown. Yeah, I don't see that. Guys like him, Kelvin Joseph. Like I don't see them going. I mean, with Zimmer in the building and him bringing in new guys for himself. I just see this, the perspective of this team and the identity of this team just kind of going forward. You know what I'm saying? I really think that Zimmer is that's a whole other conversation. Just the effect that Zimmer's had on his team just so far on the defense, and then it just kind of flow into the rest of the team. I love it. I love it. Kiko says John can run the seams. He got to hold on to the ball. I seen that damn fumble. Yeah, yeah. Stevens is great. That was a crazy seam catch, man. That was, and like he can take the hits. I mean, even I seen a couple times just in camp itself where I think I have a still on one of my thumbnails from one of my videos where he high points the ball and just leaves his feet and makes a catch and just he just has that athletic ability. He's still kind of transitioning from the wide receiver position to he put on weight in the off season. So I think it's only a matter of time until he kind of just gets used to that weight that he put on. And it's the same thing with Jake Ferguson. He put on he put on weight this past off season. Being in the weight room, that's one of the things Mike McCarthy said that he's one of the first guys in the weight room in the off season. So with these two big guys and Brevin span four, just 6'7", just that in itself it's just really just an advantage that this Cowboys tight end room can really have over some of these defenses. Maybe with some smaller DBs or maybe even with some linebackers they could potentially go up against this upcoming season. What's up, Sports Junkie? Hey, make sure you guys keep a lookout for me and Sports Junkie. This Friday we're gonna be doing the collab show. Really, really looking forward to that. We did some things last season when I went out to camp. And I believe when I went to the game in San Fran, we always do well when we link up. So make sure you guys keep an eye out for that. Double R in the building. What's up? Hey, everybody coming through. Really appreciate you guys. Sadika coming through as well. My girl, what's up? Very happy to see you, sis. Very happy to see you in the building tonight. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. Really appreciate everybody's company this evening. Really love this, y'all. I'm going to have to wrap this up soon because it's getting dark out here. But, in the meantime, we'll keep going. But yeah, like I said, love to see if the tight end room was able to stay intact. And just really excited to see what McCarthy, does with them this season. I want to see some, 12, I believe, 12 personnel, 22 personnel. I heard them talking about on Girls Talk, Boys Talk today. Just the potential that we could see with this offense, you know what I'm saying? And shout to Star, she tweeted that as well. She said it should be a clue as to, what this offense would need going into the season with them keeping so many tight ends. And I'm excited to see it. You know what I'm saying? Excited to see our run game get up and going, and just that, like I said, just that extension of the offensive line. I mean, helping out Guyton. It's helping out Terrence Steele. He's coming back from his injury. Not saying they need help, but he's coming back from injury. He's going to need that extra oomph on the side. You know what I mean? Excuse me, I'm sorry. And even Guyton is coming into the league. Kind of getting his legs underneath him, especially that first week going against somebody like Miles Garrett. He's going to need that help. Help on the left side. So just happy to see you. Just happy to see that they, were smart with it and didn't risk the chance of losing Brevin Spann because I could have seen that. I definitely could have seen that. Yeah, yes, yeah, about week through. Yeah, yeah, I'm with that day walker. Day walker around. I'm with that. Yeah, let's share the content, y'all. Yeah, I'm definitely trying to get to 1,000 subs at least by the end of the season. That's really my goal. End of the season, I definitely want to get to 1,000 subs. Definitely trying to hit 500 before the season starts. I'm just 15 subs away, y'all. So yeah, definitely share the content. Definitely like it. Definitely retweet on Twitter for me. Just do me that favor, y'all. Really appreciate it. Barry Fish, what's up? New face in the building. Very, very happy to see you. Thank you for joining me this evening. Thank you for joining me. Appreciate you. DC for Life, Texas. What's up? What's up, fam? Oh, speaking of, please, I think I went sure. Please make sure. Actually, my bad. Let me know if you guys have a mod. Mr. Nika, you already had a wrench when I went back through and tried to do the mods. Let me know if you guys have a mod in the chat before we get out of here. Let me know if you guys are a mod. I went through and tried, and this time I did it on my computer instead of my phone, so it should have went through this time around. Let me know if you weren't a mod before. Let me know if you guys are. Let me know if you guys are mods now. Please let me know. Please, please, please. I really want to make sure I get that right for you guys. But I'm just kind of wrapping up some of these roster cuts. Offensive line, we already kind of went over that. Actually, no, we didn't go over that in detail, but we kind of knew who they were going to have. We did talk about them holding on to a Let's Go. I don't love that. Definitely hope that Schumer comes back, ASAP. Definitely don't want to see no damn. No disrespect, but definitely don't want to see what Let's Go unless he can develop throughout the season. I don't want to see him. Maybe at right tackle, but I don't want to see Terrence Steele hurt. So knock on wood, Terrence Steele, can remain because he played all his snaps last season. Although he was going through injury, although he was coming back from injury, he played. He was only, I think, he was the only lineman to play all 100% of the snaps. So shout out to him, and hopefully he can definitely stay healthy upcoming season as well. Just some other surprises. Tyrus Wheat, I think he had a great preseason 3 game. Yeah, I think you were my first mod. Yeah, I think so. I think so too, Sadika. Barry Fisher says, "So glad my dude Deuce made the team. Now we need this O line to run block." Yeah, facts. And with Cooper Beebe out front, that is definitely going to happen. And of course, Tyler Smith, the dog that he is, and now it's almost like he's like a vet. I look at him as like a vet in his room because just the influence that he's had. He's already speaking like a vet, speaking like a veteran. He complimented the rookies when they came in on their work ethic, their IQ and Terrence Steele as well. I love that. That's what I love about just being able to follow these guys as they're young and coming into our organization, and just kind of seeing them kind of develop into young men, and then seeing them develop into grown men. You know what I mean? And just seeing how they kind of take over these rooms. If they're here, for a long amount of time. And just seeing them grow into these leaders. We talk about Micah Parsons being a leader, but I love seeing guys like Terrence Steele, Tyler Smith, even just quietly becoming leaders in these respective position groups because like we always talk about, these guys need someone other than a coach to be able to look to when they have questions, or someone else other to look to, just if they hang out with these guys outside outside of football, becoming friends, just building that chemistry off field. I think that really adds a lot on field, and then that can also, just improve the play of the offensive line. You never know, like, you could have a problem with the guy next to you, and what, I'm gonna let you handle that over there, and I'm a block over here. You know what I'm saying? But if you love the guy next to you, you're willing to go, you're willing to get down and dirty with him. You know what I mean? I just think that just off field chemistry just really adds a lot to on field. Okay, good. DC for Life Texas says he is a mod. Great, great, great. And I'm put my cash app in the chat for you guys. Let's see, DC for Life Texas asks my cash. I'm gonna put it in the chat for you guys. Let me go through some. Nigga says, "How's my dog?" He's actually inside. I should have brought him outside. I wasn't even thinking. Next time I come on here, I'm gonna see if I can bring my dog out here for you guys. 'Cause he loves being outside. So I'm sure he wouldn't mind being on camera. Yeah, I just put the cash app in the chat, for everyone wants to donate. Really appreciate you, DC for Life Texas. Nisha says his name is Will Let Go. Yeah, we need. Yeah. I mean, if like I said, if he can develop, I don't want to cut nobody because we definitely desperately need tackle depth, but not at the expense of anybody getting hurt. You know what I mean? Darlene Mosher, I think it's my first time seeing you in here. Thank you so much for joining me. Really appreciate you. She says we need time. The running back. Yeah. Oh, we need to get the running back from the Jets. Facts. I think his name is Abanaconda. I hope I'm saying that right. And that was my first time seeing him, so I'm not going to sit here and act like I know, about this guy. Israel Abanaconda, I believe that's his name. I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm familiar with him, but I love the way he ran. I love the burst that he showed and that spin move to get to the end zone. Like, bruh, like that sold me like automatically. I'm like, bro, like where does he come from? And also speaking of that, yo, did y'all just see that the Bills waived Frank Gore Jr.? Like, are they tripping? Like, I'm really surprised. Like, why not go get this guy? Frank Gore Jr. Like Frank Gore is one of the, shout out to his pops. Like Frank Gore is one of the first guys I seen in the league when I was coming in playing for San Fran. Like, granted, he was on the later legs of his career, but the way this dude ran, even I think he held. I don't know if he still holds the record now, but I think he held the record. I forget the I think the most rushing yards or because because he played for so long, his career was so long, he was able to stack up those yards. But not talking about his dad, but Day Walker says he's a 4-3 guy as well. Oh my gosh! And I think I've seen a little bit of Frank Gore Jr. when he's at the combine. So I'm like, first of all, him and his pops are twins. So and I'm like, not for his son to be playing. For me to be able to witness his son playing now, it's kind of like a full circle moment for me. So just kind of see that number one, they just feel a little bit older, but also at the same time, it's like wow, like and also see other guys like Jerry Rice, Asante Samuel Jr. Seeing just seeing like these, what do they call them? What's the word they give? What's that term they have for like the second generation of players coming in? Not legendary, but I forget the name for it right now. But I like seeing that these, the second generation, if you will, coming in and just kind of taking over their fathers. McCaffrey. His pops played. I'm trying to see if you guys can help me out with his name because Frank Gore was on my sleeper fires. He's a monster in space. Yeah, I would really love the opportunity, but I mean, who knows? I mean, they talk about bringing in Dalvin Cook, but I would love Gore. You know what I'm saying? He says, "No, Mickey, we already got a running back that's 6 inches from being a little person." No to Gore. It's Gore or Deuce, not both. Yeah, no, that's facts. And like I just said, they act like they're talking to Cook, and it's like, bruh, like I said, I had nothing against Cook, but it's just like I don't see what's different with him by the other guys that's in our room. Double R says for you all that don't know, Dwayne Brown has the sickest, most awesome looking costume Dallas Cowboy band on the street. You gotta send me a picture, Dwayne Brown. I gotta check that out. I gotta see what that look like. You see, Sadiqa, I believe Zeke's gonna lead this team in rushing. I mean, that's definitely possible. I mean, I think that I wholeheartedly believe that they're gonna, go heavy with Zeke, and we'll see how it pans out. But if I believe in Rico, I mean, like I said, I'm gonna release that hopefully by the end of the week. Just a small little interview that I had with Rico, saying that I hope he get running back one, dog. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, like I said, in my opinion, I don't have a hate for Zeke. Like I seen that on Twitter, I don't have a hate for Zeke. It's just like he came back. Rico had that extra year in under Mike McCarthy's offense. They even spoke about him having a leg up, with the pass protection. So, I mean, not saying he had to prove himself, but I mean, the hell, you dressed out, you put your helmet on, you got your pads on in preseason. Why we ain't see you play a little bit, at least a little bit? But I mean, I understand. I'm saying he has, the history here and things like that. But Rico had, was here just for the extra year, and I don't know. I feel like he earned running back one, and just in my opinion. Let me see. Let me see where we are with like I was talking about earlier. Tyrus Wheat had a great preseason 3 game. Love the way he played. Him and Al-Qadim Muhammad definitely were crazy at the line of scrimmage in the backfield. I think Tyrus Wheat I think I have the notes. Let me see. I got my notes up here just for a second. I think he had a tackle for loss. I think he had a sack. Let me see if I can bring it up right quick. Actually, no. Okay, now that was Al Qadim Muhammad who had the sack and a tackle for loss. and the quarterback hit. But I think Tyrus Weeks recorded the sack as well. I'm not sure. And just like some other guys who stood out from the in that game, like I mean, it was kind of late in the preseason, but Darius Harris he stood out in the preseason game as well. He had a great great late run in the I think the third fourth quarter. He had a pass breakup, a tackle for loss. I'm not saying I think they would have brought him back, but it was great to see him put in some work, even if it was towards the end. Let me see. Any other surprises? Buddy Johnson, like I mentioned earlier, he made the team. He had a really good camp. Definitely happy that he was able to stamp something, and put something on paper. Put something on film that they could be proud of, and something that really edged him out. From a Willie Harvey. You know what I'm saying, or a Damian Wilson who has had time with the Cowboys. So I'm sure that kind of gave him a leg up. And then, as you guys can see, special teams here. The guys who usually bring back CJ. Of course, Turpin being the one listed as a wide receiver, but going to be returned. And Idoga, on IR until he is able to come back. So yeah, some of these we weren't surprised at. Some of these, in my opinion, we were definitely happy to see some of these guys make the team. Let me see what you guys are talking about. Okay. This is making sure I'm missing none of you guys' comments. Okay, all right, bet. And I see you guys. A couple of you guys hit my cash app. Let me see. Let me check. Yeah, Dwayne Brown, appreciate you. Yeah, appreciate you. Really appreciate you guys donating. I really love the love you guys are showing. Really appreciate you guys. Okay, Toxic wanted to say you getting off work. Hey man, that's the best time of the day, ain't it? Leaving them work doors, like there's really no better feeling, honestly. Like that's what I look forward to every day when I'm getting off. I promise y'all that. Ready Rick always coming in on some crazy stuff. He said Ricky done blew up on us. And I be looking for you on my shows, man. Where you been at, huh? See, I'm gonna start getting on y'all now. I ain't got that big yet, so I ain't gonna start talking crazy. I ain't gonna do that, because y'all really like honestly, y'all really haven't even seen my because I'm all like, I try to be try to be not perfect, but I try to be good and try to be speak well when I come on here and act, try to make sure I know what I'm talking about when I come on here. But y'all really haven't seen like anything close to like my personality is. So I'm gonna start like once I do start getting a little bit more followers and things like that, get more comfortable and stuff. Y'all definitely gonna definitely see like my I guess more funny side or more personality come up. I'm gonna start getting on y'all, but I ain't really gonna be getting on y'all, not like that. But Ready Red, definitely happy to see you in the building. Like I said, I'll be looking for you in my chats, man. I'll be seeing the other people's chats, so I definitely be looking forward to chatting it up. He said I'm just playing. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I know you're just playing. DC for life. I put it in the chat earlier. I'll put it in right quick before we get out of here. Yeah, professional. Yeah, I try to be a little professional, DC, just a little bit. Man. But I'm trying to learn that what my channel I can start being really who I am and start wilding out a little bit, especially with the season starting, y'all. Like I said, if you guys weren't here earlier in the when I first started, I am going to my first home game this season. Going to wait until the season starts and as we kind of get later in the season to actually reveal what game it is I'm going to. But I am going to a home game this season. Very very excited for that. Make sure you guys tune in for that. And also, I'm also going to the Washington game as well later on in the season because they actually play Washington in November earlier in the season where it's not going to be too cold. So I say what, I'll go ahead and hit up the Washington game. So definitely looking forward to that. I'm gonna bring you guys some more great content, some more great clips from the show and things like that. And like I said, show more of my personality. Hopefully get some more opportunities to meet up with some other content creators. While I am down, where I am or wherever. Going to a home game, it's always just been like my, really big. I ain't gonna say dream for sports or whatever, but I guess it's one thing I really wanted to do. I'm saying I went to a couple of away games last season, so I said this year I want to at least try. If I can, once I get the money, for it, I said I'm gonna buy it. So I was able to, do it, and so I'm in there. The ticket is bought. Now all I gotta do is I got to leave now. I got my leave. I did it the right way this time. I didn't, buy the ticket and buy the plane ticket and all that before, putting the leave in. I did it the right way, y'all. I put the leave in, got the, got the time off, got it approved and everything. So, ticket, like I said, ticket is bought. Home game is solidified. So I can't wait, to be in the building. Yeah. I feel that sports. People love your true personality. That's so true. Yeah, and I think you guys once I do, kind of come out my shell a little bit more. I think you guys, I think you guys will love it, you know what I'm saying. I'm wrapping up soon because as you guys can see, it's getting kind of dark. It's getting kind of dark on my side. You know, being on the East Coast, you know, it gets dark, and actually now it's like you guys feel that little bit of chill in the air. You know, fall is upon us. You know, football starting soon, but you know these nights aren't so hot anymore. So you know the sun starts going down sooner, things like that. So yeah, as you guys can see, the the dark is starting to catch me, but. Yeah, yeah, and sports talking. Yeah, keep rocking with your videos too, man. I see you. I see your videos coming out. I saw your short the other day, man. Yeah, I see you. I see you back on the map as well. Like I said, make you guys keep a lookout. You know, me and sports talking will be going live this Friday, and definitely doing some things within the season as well. So I definitely want to bring better good content, great content, for you guys in the future. And like I said, make you guys keep a lookout, later on this week for player clip interview I did in training camp, my player and coach interviews I did in training camp. Keep an eye out for that. A day walker said I'm all out of leave, LWAP. I heard that. Hey, look, hey, that call out number works just as well. All right. You know, every time I see it on social media where it's like, call out for work, because the job don't care about you, or, what I'm saying, or, whatever you're planning to do, the job don't care one way or another. So, hey, man, I'm on that same wave. Look, you know what I'm saying? Look, that job gonna be there. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not stressed about the job. Like right now, like the job right now, is just it's really on the back burner for me. Like I do my job. You know what I'm saying? With pride and everything. But I look forward now to doing this content. Especially with the season starting, it's looking for motivation. But I look forward to doing the content. This is like now, what I look forward to doing now. So I'm definitely glad to have a hobby to look forward to, and that. Like I said, I want to put more into this, so that way I can bring you guys great content and have you guys join even on Tuesday night. I got what 24 people joining me here in the chat, and I just appreciate that. I love the hell out of you guys. I love the hell out of Cowboys Nation. I love the community that has just been so open and welcoming to me. To an up and coming content creator where I can get my opinions out there, get my voice out there, and at the same time talk to you guys, talk to Cowboys Nation. And also be able to talk to other content creators who are just amazing. And I'm sure you guys already know, what I mean, the names. I ain't got to go through them, but like I said, that's why I'm hopping off here soon. I know the final work will start in about an hour or so, or I'm sure practice is nearly over or going to be over soon. I definitely want to catch all the news I can. So yeah, remember when the leaves fall? It's time for football. That is facts, double R, and I'm so happy for it. So happy the fall is here. Happy this hot weather is out of here. And hope I love the fall weather. That's something I always look forward to. Yeah, yeah, we love you too, Arn, to start this journey with you. I appreciate you, Day Walker. I really do appreciate you, Arn. I appreciate y'all. That's showing love in the chat. These people like that. Really appreciate you, man. I appreciate everybody who's donated and everyone who's in the building. Like I said, liking, sharing, subscribing, and just showing support. Like I said, that's really means the world to me. And hope you guys continue to go through this journey with me. As I continue to bring you guys content and just like I said, once I get more comfortable in doing this, I can't wait to to show you guys what I'm really about, and like I said, bring forth my personality into this as well. So on the way out, make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the share button, subscribe button, share this. Like I said, I'm only 15 subscribers away, y'all. 15 subs away from 500. Help your girl out before the season starts. I really want to hit that. I really want to hit that milestone before our first game on. What was it, the 11th, the 12th? I can't remember the exact date, but the 8th is the first game of the season. So yeah, I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. Appreciate everybody showing love. Green Brown, appreciate that. I love you guys so much. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Like I said, like, share, subscribe, and one final reminder, I'm gonna remind you guys tomorrow on Twitter as well. I know, so a lot of news going on and everything, but the people that I have in here right now, make sure you guys tune in tomorrow evening to me and Star's show, Star Chasers. Like we told you guys before, we still have some surprises in store for you guys. So please, tomorrow, 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Central. If you guys are on Texas time, or even if you're on Pacific, it'll be 5 o'clock on you guys this time. So Yeah, appreciate that they work on. Yeah, send the 5 year buddies that like Law says, send to your mama, uncle, cousin, and them, and then I should hit 500, in no time. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So yeah, make sure you guys hit the like, and subscribe. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here before the dark really catch me. Really appreciate everybody joining me. I will catch you guys next time, please. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Make sure you guys catch Star Chasers tomorrow. Yeah, we got some surprises for you guys. Please make you guys tune in tomorrow, 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock, 7 o'clock Central. Okay, y'all. I'm gonna finish this drink. Make sure you guys have a good evening. I'm gonna catch y'all later. All right. Peace.